Everyday Conversations. I'm one of your co-hosts, Tiffany D. Collins.
And I'm your girl, Tiffany Tifco Joseph, and I'm going to drop nuggets tonight.
I'm your girl, Anika Roseboro, better known as
Nika Rico.
And what up, peace? This is your man, Bashan, holding it down for all the men and all the brothers out there.
All right.
So please make sure y'all stay tuned to the end of the show and make sure you chime into our hot topics and our main topics.
Yes, also go on Facebook, like, share our page, Everyday People, Everyday Conversation. Also go on YouTube and check us out. It is Epic Talk Show, Epic EPEC Talk Show. You can also Google us, hashtag Epic Talk Show.
And then slide over to Instagram, to Epic Podcast, and y'all can get more information over there. Let's get into it, y'all.
Yes. We need y'all to stay tuned all night. We got some awesome hot topics and an awesome main topic. So listen, we need y'all to chime in to these comments because we got some stuff for y'all tonight. But guess what? We only as good as our audience because we need y'all to communicate with us. All right?
That's right.
All right, let's see that y'all. First hot topic of the evening is...
Woo! Well, Tifco, let's talk about
the solo dating.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Okay,
That's
listen.
right.
So we're talking about solo dating, guys. Hey, this is just trendy right now. Ladies are trendy. Ladies are going on dates by themselves out the country to restaurants, bars, and stuff like that. So how y'all feel about ladies going out the country by themselves?
Out the country, I don't know. I just, I guess in 2024, you have all of this sex trafficking, all of this human trafficking. I would kind of err on the side of caution. I would not go out of the country by myself. But as far as going to a restaurant, baby, I'll go eat by myself. I'll go to the movies by myself. I'll take a quick road trip. Like we talking about maybe from here to Austin, maybe even from here to Dallas. But going out the country, that's just a bit much.
I wouldn't go on a date by myself, go out to eat by myself. Definitely not going out the country by myself. I'm not going nowhere by myself.
Well, I wouldn't mind, some alone time is much needed,
Uh-huh.
but I wouldn't mind driving domestically. But to go out the country, I wouldn't want to go by myself because I'm going to need, somebody with me in case some stuff pop off.
Right.
And it's like I would go, okay, like say for instance, I'll ride the plane by myself if I'm going to see somebody. Like if I know somebody is, like if I got a family or friends I'm going to go visit, I would travel by myself to go see that person.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to travel and then have to be by myself the whole time.
Yeah, because I need somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
I need somebody on the dance floor when I go dancing. I need somebody.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen. The new wave, and if you can just check on all of social media, there are just type up solo dating. You will be surprised about how many women are going around the country by themselves.
Solo dating.
Case in point, my daughter.
Wow.
My daughter just went to Cancun, Mexico by herself.
Wow.
She went by herself, but we got this app. So we're going to show you some things that you could use just in case if you go on a date by yourself so that your family can watch it. This app was really, really nice where I watched every move she made from the time she got off the airport to the time she got there. She actually went snorkeling in a cave of water.
Wow.
She went where they fly through the air, in the jungle, got lost.
And nobody's with her, Lord Jesus.
She went to the bar. She fell asleep outside on the resort. But these are the things that she said she did. She had to take a taxi one time, but the thing was scheduled to where you have to get a reservation. Is what those people call that plan your trips.
Travel agent.
Mm-hmm. So the travel agent made all of her stuff. So she was on an all-inclusive resort. So when she got to the resort, everything was done right back.
Oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
So once she left there, all of the things that she wanted to do, the travel agent put that in the plan for her to do, and the transportation to get the shuttle, which was with other people. So she didn't have to worry about being away from the group. She didn't have to worry about being in the Uber and all that stuff by herself. She was always in the shuttle. But one trip, she did have to take a taxi and go. But she said when she was down there, she was swimming, and a stingray was in the water, and a shark came.
Oh, heck
wow.
no. See,
And
I
I was like, come on, this is my child, y'all, that's going to make me get gray hair, and I just can't keep up with my blonde because this one is keep making it grades come.
Yeah, well, we got some comments, guys.
Yes, we do.
From LaKenya, she said, I would travel solo if I wasn't married. You have to tell someone where you are at all times. Have a local tour guide, which your daughter did.
Mm-hmm.
And Tiffany, hey Tiffany.
Hey, Tiff.
Pretty name, huh?
Yeah, what's up, Tiffany?
She said, I am definitely taking a solo trip out of the country. I am looking forward to it. They have this women's group of solo travelers, and it tells you where to go for safe travel.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know.
I don't know. Like, okay, so let me ask you this. So when she was out there, did she meet new people?
She only met one guy because on one of the excursion things that she could do, you had to be double. 2 people had to be on it. So when they was flying over the water and stuff, he had to be there with her. But of course, he can speak English. So I don't know how to, but Brenda Sanders said, this is exactly something I've considered doing, but perhaps with a tour guide just for safety and to pinpoint spots. That is exactly what she said. Use a tour guide. Just don't jump on a plane, go out the country. Don't tell people where you at. And, things can happen. But my daughter's safely home, y'all.
Oh, good.
All right. But like I said,
So that's good.
Now
I commend anybody that's able to do that. That is very bold. I can say I don't think I would ever do that. To me, I like to make memories with people. Like, to me, a lot of the times the trip, to me, you can go up the streets of Dallas, okay, and when you with the right people, you can have the best time in the world.
Memory.
And don't get me wrong, I love myself, but baby, I like to conversate. I like to have conversations. Right. I like to make memories with the people that I love. So I don't know if I can take like a vacation like that by myself. But again, I've driven to Austin, I've driven to San Antonio by myself. I'll do that, like I said, because sometimes it's good to just kind of clear your mind, just go for a drive. Mm-hmm. I'll do that, but taking a out of the country trip, I can almost safely bet that I'm 100% sure I would probably never do that.
Hey, they always say never say never.
That's why I said almost.
Yeah.
Now that you brought it to my attention, I guess I know I said I would never do nothing by myself, but I used to, when my mom stayed in Austin, Texas, I used to drive down there every other weekend, to visit. And when I stayed in Atlanta, I used to drive to Alabama. Back and forth. It's only 2.5 hours. Yeah,
sometimes it's just good to just, like, I don't know, when I drive, baby, I love to drive and vibe to me some Tupac, vibe to me some good old 90s rap and R&B. And just, I be in the zone, like, when I be driving. And sometimes when you don't have nobody in the car with you, that's the best time to just really just vibe with yourself.
Yeah. But a lot of reasons why people take solo trips these are some of the reasons why I got, because of course I want to know. One, because your friends never have money.
Yeah, that's the main reason.
And you get tired of sponsoring the trip for them. Yeah. So you go, yes, or they don't go. You talk about this trip, you plan this trip all year long, and then they don't, show up. So do you cancel your trip or you continue to go? Well,
find me somebody else.
One thing we know about my daughter, John Erica, is that she's not waiting on no one. She's gone. This is her first trip. And I'm sure there's going to be many, many more.
Yeah. Go on, Generica, baby. You bold.
Yeah. And if y'all go to the page that just being Generica, just being Jonerica, you will see all of the pictures and stuff of her going. Y'all go check her out and see all of the fun things she had. That's one reason why she said is because of that. Second, she don't have to be worried about pleasing everybody. She's going to go and do all the things that she wants to do. She lives on the edge. She likes to jump out of planes and bungee jump. And a lot of people don't like to do stuff like that. So she just, there's no need of taking people that don't want to do that.
Well, my thing is, it's like, even if I was to go with somebody that want to do that, I'm not going to take away from your experience now. Am I going to jump out of a plane? Hell no. But I would go and I would be your biggest supporter.
Especially for international travel, she said you have to make sure you have the currency conversations that you can purchase at exchange banks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good information.
But I have another girlfriend. Her name is Sharon. She just came from Africa. She was totally by herself. Now these countries, some of these countries had to do things. The lights went off on my daughter. They had a big flood. She went through hurricane season, and I guess the Hispanic guy that was driving her little shuttle thought it was a boat because he was just riding right through it, through thick flood water.
Jesus.
In Africa, sometimes the light cuts off at a certain time.
Yeah.
And she, I would call she just as content as can be in the country over there. I was like, these girls, hey, y'all big girls,
Wow,
Maybe
that
next
is
lifetime.
Listen, like in this lifetime, like I said, I'm almost 100% sure. There's probably something I would never. Now I'll go anywhere, but to me, I like to travel with people I love and just have a good time.
Wait,
I will travel.
I have more
Where?
stuff right here.
Tiffany said my cousin met her husband on her month-long trip to Africa.
Well, that's what
Sound like some Stella type stuff.
Yeah.
Sharon met her husband in Dominican
Yeah.
Republic. You know, by herself. She was in Dominican Republic and met her husband. And they're doing very well. So the Brenda Salmon say, I've intentionally traveled solo domestically, and it's refreshing. Everything is a risk, but still. She said, I used to work in Houston and Austin simultaneously, so I was in Austin on nearly a weekly basis. Many times I insisted on traveling and staying alone. I enjoyed it. So we have another one here, Debrina. Hey, you and the big girl crew. So I salute y'all. You know, I'm not that crazy in my mind. Now, when I was a kid, I can talk to imaginary people, but on my trip, I want to laugh at you, and things like that on my trip. Hey,
Absolutely. So y'all, we got a comment here from Deborah Lee. She said she loved the show and she got her crew watching. Thank you, crew.
Hey, Deborah.
Thank you, crew. I need to see the crew comments though. I need y'all to comment in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think. Yes.
But again, y'all, make sure y'all take the tips though. Get a tour guide. Make sure that y'all have some type of
Shank.
device. No. You know what? Believe it or not, there are a lot of weapons that you can take on your trip. You know, so that is a good thing too. It's a certain way, but y'all may read those airlines.
It's how you package it, because I'm gonna tell you this. When I ain't gonna say this because I don't want to mess up my plan for my upcoming cruise. But anyway, I was gonna say something, but y'all talk too much.
You don't tell them.
And I'm not gonna let y'all take my tips and then get me caught. So never mind. Act like y'all didn't hear me just say that.
Hey, we'll talk.
We'll talk offline. Yeah, because I can't trust y'all.
But on airplanes, guys, believe it or not, y'all can bring y'all. My daughter had all kind of safety stuff. She had a thing on her door that when it opened, it had a sound alarm. You know, she had all kind of different safety devices. She got right off of Amazon, and that made her feel very safe in the room and stuff like that. So she had a really, really good time.
Yes. All right. So listen, y'all, a lot of great things have happened right here in the city of Houston, where we all reside this weekend. There was a lot of awesome people that got honored. We want to give a shout out to everybody that got honored. We don't care what it was for. We want to congratulate you. Congratulations to everybody. I'm a shout out to Anika. You got honored this weekend.
Yeah, you was Inspiring Queens Award.
Woo, come on, let's go, honey.
An event that was held by Niecy Duffield Diamond.
Let's go. And I got honored this Saturday as well for being the 2024 Entrepreneur of Excellence as a playwright and a filmmaker. So, you know, it's always awesome when you know what you do. And when you're doing it, you're not doing it to get the accolades and you're not doing it to get the attention. But it's always just so inspiring and just so encouraging to know that people are watching you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I'm looking and I get this email. I'm like, huh? And then I'm talking about, I got the email like last Tuesday. I was like, oh, this is Saturday. I was like, okay. Well, hey, all right. Thank you, Marcita Jordan. Thank you so much.
Give you a hand for that. That's good.
And I just want to let you know that me and Vashawn didn't get nothing.
Listen, Vashawn got his award earlier this year. Tiffany got honored earlier this year. Everybody has been honored this year. I ain't no redhead stepchildren. Y'all got honored. Tiffany got honored earlier this year. What was your honor, Tiff?
Top podcast.
No. You're honored by yourself.
Yeah. Remember last year,
Or
October?
was it this year?
It was October.
I forgot.
You got a.
I remember. I got honored.
But she got an award too, y'all.
Oh yeah.
But that was earlier. I thought that was earlier this year, Tiff.
Y'all know I suffer from CRS.
And then Vashawn, was it this year or was it last year when you got your award?
Do y'all know what CRS is?
No. Can't remember.
Can't remember stuff. Can't remember.
But what was? Didn't you get an award earlier this year too?
Oh, last year.
At the end of last year.
Yeah, best actor. 2023 best actor.
So it's safe to say
we bring the awards home. We bring them home, y'all.
Yeah, so it's safe to say, baby, this panel, baby, we ain't coming to play with y'all. This is a panel of excellence.
And I'm going for back to back. Hopefully, if they nominate me again, I'm going back to back.
Come on,
so somebody out there nominate me.
Got you. But listen, y'all, I say, it's so awesome to know that people see you. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't speak for nobody else, but I can speak from I don't do nothing for nobody to congratulate me. So when you do, baby, I do not take it lightly. I appreciate it. And if you honor me and if you recognize me, I don't take that lightly. So I want to give a shout out to Marcita Jordan for even taking the time to even have an event to honor people for what they do and the hard work that they put in, because you see other people out here, you be like, well, dang, okay, you know, they out here trailblazing, they out here doing this, they out here doing that. But again, you still just staying in your lane and you doing your thing. And then next thing you know, somebody honoring you and you like, oh, okay. Well, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah.
To God be the glory.
So don't be weary in well doing.
Yes.
This year reap your harvest. The Brenda Sandler is very active on this page today, and I'm so glad for that. Keep the comments coming. She said, Tifco is a trusted and participating producer in the all-call auditions that kicked out Houston Black Theater Week.
Okay.
And Shurian Arts happily invited and included her due to her commitment and excellence.
All right. We also want to shout out the BIFA people, all of the recipients.
Yes, BIFA.
That that was awesome. You know, I saw a lot of people that I knew down my timeline. They got honored. I want to shout out y'all and say congratulations. Everybody that got honored this weekend, congratulations.
And y'all look beautiful. So congratulations,
yes.
Antron Harris, for having a wonderful event, putting the city together. Keep them going. Keep us collaborating. Keep us supporting one another. And let's just do it big, Houston.
Yes, and congratulations again, Miss Anika, baby. Well, let me tell you something, baby. Y'all know Anika is this quiet person, but this year Anika that came out that shell. She came out that shell. Anika done sat up here and this was your second or third award this year.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Right.
Let's go, baby. More to come. So, baby, we celebrate each other. We celebrate our co-workers, co-workers in the industry. We're celebrating each other. So congratulations. So now, y'all, let's go ahead and pop on into this main topic.
Yeah, y'all, get ready.
Yes.
Get ready.
And the main topic is should married couples pay rent for their baby mama and or father?
That's right. So Tifco, tell us why we chose this topic tonight.
Well, we told this topic because it was trending on last week, and they was talking about this lady that she was mad at her husband because he was paying the rent for his baby mama, and she wanted him to stop. And so when she wanted him to stop, and he said, well, that's where my baby is. And
but tell him why he was paying the rent, not just because it was the reason why he was paying her rent.
So she said to him, well, why don't you bring the baby to our house? Then he said, well, I'm not the custodial parent. You just can't take the kids. So there's a custodial parent that had the baby. So she said, but she lost her job. She lost her job and she needed help. So would you guys, or do you think that you would let your husband or your wife pay the rent for the custodial parent?
I don't know.
Well, I tell you this, I do know, and the answer is hell no.
Because
see what you do.
if he is paying her rent, she ain't gonna never want to get a job.
Exactly, man. And what I would do, I would get my child, bring the child to my house, and the lady, she would have to go stay with her mom until she find a job and get back on her feet.
But she's a custodial parent now. You just can't take the child.
No, I didn't say take her. I mean, you gotta,
temporarily until you find a job.
You gotta work it out.
Let the baby stay here
you gotta work
this
it
household.
So you agree with the lady that she said that the baby stay there. But what if this woman was was
temporarily?
It's a temporary thing.
Yeah.
Something happened. She fell on her luck. She want to keep her stuff. She want to keep her child in this home, and she need help. He volunteered. She didn't even ask him.
Oh, he volunteered.
I'm saying just.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
I'm saying what if?
What if? Okay.
He volunteered.
Well, it depends. So he would have to definitely have that conversation with his wife to make sure their finances
that they're okay
in
with
order.
that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it just depends.
Don't take from my home, huh? To help somebody the other home.
It depends on my finances. If my finances good and we good, then I'll be like, yeah, they can come stay with us until she get on her feet.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not gonna allow you to just pay her rent because that's handicapping her. She might not ever get a job because she know her rent gonna get paid.
Yeah.
What about if it's just a temporary thing? It's just something that happened in temporary.
I don't, to me, the guy that made the decision to do so, kudos to you. I think that's a great thing. For me, no, I'm not. The only thing that I would allow to go outside of this house is child support. Because obviously, if I marry you, you had a child before I came into the picture, you're paying child support. Absolutely. Take care of the child. But no, you cannot pay somebody your baby mama's rent. No, you cannot do that. Now, if your baby mama falls on hard times, I would have to side with Anika. Hey, we got a spare room. Hey, we got a couch. We got a floor, make a pallet. We're not gonna let you be homeless with my stepchild, with my bonus child.
So you let the baby mama come stay with y'all?
I wouldn't recommend that.
Well, no, my thing is, but you know what? It depends on the family dynamic. Because see, I have a big blended family. I have a mama. I had a stepdad before he passed. I have a dad, and I have a stepmom. We're one big blended family. So if either one of us was to ever fall on our luck, there would be no doubt in my mind that my mama would allow my stepmom to come stay and vice versa.
Okay.
But Bashan, what were you gonna say? Bashan was disagreeing.
I would disagree with letting another woman come into your house. But man, things happen. Things can happen. He already hit it before. It's only a matter of time.
But my thing is,
not letting the woman. Wait, hold up. Letting the woman come stay.
I did that before.
No, the
I thought
child.
that was what you said.
No,
I thought you said
not
both
the
of them.
woman.
Oh,
She gonna
right.
have to. I'm sure everybody got family.
Yeah,
Everybody got family. She can go stay with.
what if she?
whoever.
Okay,
What if she don't have
but like I say, with me, I guess I'm a unique situation now. I'm grown, obviously, but like I said, I have a mama. I had a stepdad before he passed. I got a dad and I got a stepmama. We're one big blended family. If either one of them was to fall on hard times, my mama will open up her door. My daddy will open up his door, even for my mama. If it was just her or both of us together, like it's been over 30 something years that my mom and my daddy was together. They were never married. My mama and my daddy both had me when they were teenagers. So there's no feelings there. They obviously have both moved on. My daddy's now married. My mama was married till her husband passed away. So there's no feelings. There's no type of threat there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Normally
So
in a situation,
That'll work right there.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
But normally in a
That
situation,
situation.
We can't go wrong.
But it can
Well,
go wrong.
well, let me tell you what happened to me.
So, no.
My daughter's father, baby mother, she was being abused by a guy, and the guy accidentally, when he was abusing her, the baby was in the hand, and the baby was struck.
Oh wow.
So he just wanted the baby, she could go, but I told her to stay, and I let her stay in the other room for a couple of days until things got, because I just couldn't live with that. But I'm that type of person. So, but later on, I regret that, because once me and my baby father separated, one day I went over there and she was there, and she barely spoke to me. I'm like, that's what I get for being so nice. She wanted to be here all along. So we got some more questions right here. She said, Sabrina said, I'm sorry to say it, but that's challenging. It may seem harsh, but it's why I don't prefer men who have children already, especially younger children.
But a lot of people have children these days.
But my thing about it is this is what I would say, because obviously situations vary depending on the situation. Like I said, my situation with both sides of my family is very unique.
You're right.
Most of the times, both sides of the family are not that copacetic. It's like that side and then it's that side. No, we're one big happy family. Ain't no this side, that side. My daddy's mama considers my mama as one of her children, although my mama's mama has passed away some years ago. But my paternal grandmother calls my mother one like her other daughter. So it's just like we don't do that, this side, that side. But again, I know most people do not operate like that. It's like a this side versus that side. So if you know your situation and it wouldn't work like that, then you can't do that. But in my situation, if I was still a kid, that would absolutely work.
Yeah.
It'll work.
My thing of it is, the question is, would you allow your spouse to pay the rent for the custodial parent if that parent came upon hard time? Would you?
No, not at all. Not at all. Like I say, I would work out some way where we can keep the child at our house.
And then
But the
get yourself
parent-
together.
No, yeah, and then the parent,
But-
they can go. They can go to their family member.
That's what I said. I'm
But you know
with
what?
you.
You know, a lot of
They get
times,
themselves together.
a lot of times
She said,
women
what
will
if they don't
struggle.
have a family?
They got some family.
Well,
I'm fine as some
Even if you gotta move, even if you gotta move out of state,
Real.
go back to where you. If you somewhere you ain't got no family, go back to where you come from.
Well, guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen when it happens? The baby going with her.
Yeah,
She's not gonna
But
be
I mean,
that
if the court
baby
deems
with
you as unstable, but if he's the more stable parent,
I mean,
if you're
yeah.
the one that's struggling,
It's
the
either
court's
that.
gonna probably let the child go with the daddy. The daddy won't stay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's either
She
that.
said we could pay if I like her.
I'm done.
Who said that?
That's what
She
Sharon
said,
said.
Sharon said if she like her, then she'll
Then she'll pay.
help pay for that.
No, because that's,
What
I
way
think
do
that's
you like
handicapping the person. People, they're not gonna go and get a job.
People have problems in life, and sometimes it's kind of shaky. You have to know
Yeah.
that person. You have to
Put it like
really know
this.
that person.
It wouldn't be a consistent thing. I may do it like one time. Like if you fall behind like this month, okay, I may spot you this month, but it ain't gonna be no consistent
Well,
thing.
I'll tell you what. Like she said, like Tiff said, I'll spot you if I got it.
Yeah, if I got it, yeah.
But I'll help you find employment.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
help you
what I-
find a job.
Help you get back on your feet, but it's not going to be like an every month thing, okay?
But
Like
it still help.
it's a one-off type situation, like because we all fall down sometimes in life. We all need a little help, but I like you said, I'm not going to be handicapping you. I'm not going to be 6 months paying your rent. I may pay your rent this month, and then next month, okay, we need to figure out something.
But what y'all have to realize that a lot of times, if the parent ain't doing well, then the child is not doing well.
The child can come with me, just like Bashan said. Figure,
Yeah,
get
they
your
can
life
come-
right.
Yeah, they can come live with me.
Go work 2-3 jobs. I'll tell you, listen, I disclosed last month what my situation was, baby. You best believe if I had a child. Listen, all this extracurricular stuff I've been doing, if I had children, baby, I would be out there Ubering. I probably have 3-4 jobs doing whatever I have to do to make sure my child was cared for. I would probably have to quit Epic. I probably would put TDLC on hold. Everything else would go on hold because I got children. I don't have time for nothing else. Like to me, it's what prioritize how you gonna live your life.
And I'll be able to.
Yeah.
I'll just try my best to go find. It might not be what I want, but I'll go and get something. Everybody, a lot of people are out there hiring, so I'll
Yeah.
just go get, even if it's McDonald's.
Yes.
Just so I can pay my rent and survive. I'll go and do that.
You get free food. While you work.
Go work at a mall, get you some free clothes. Discounted, like make it happen. Hey, to me, listen, you and I don't know if we got any other nationalities watching, but if you a black woman, ain't no such thing, baby. You make it happen by any means necessary.
So Gary says, if it wasn't for my ex-wife helping me out, I would have had to move back to North Carolina and would have never met Anika.
But Gary, you wasn't married at the time, though, were you? Wait, when you say ex-wife, was she an ex-wife then? Or were you like, when you said ex-wife, were y'all still married when she helped you out? Or were you in between marriages? Because if you was already married with Anika, I don't know if Anika would have been okay with that.
Still trying to start some stuff.
No, I'm asking. No, I'm just asking.
But listen, let me tell you
No, I don't know.
something.
I'm just asking.
Let me tell you something. But you know, they have some women, and sometimes women feel like their baby father is a go-to person. You know, they sleeping with other men, they dating other men, and then they want to come to their baby daddy like as if they still together, and that's his responsibility to take care of you and your home and your children. No, y'all not together no more. So that's not. So don't come to my husband as a go-to guy because he's doing good for me. And and a lot of people want to be in your place. They like, well, I got your children. You should be doing this and that. No, baby. That's my POG, my piece of game.
Gary says, I was still married, hadn't met Anika yet.
Well, yeah. So I feel like that situation. Okay, so you were technically still married. So she probably, but I think if he was already divorced, I don't know if it would have been. If he was already divorced with her and then already married to you, I don't know if that would have went over well. What would you think?
With her sending money and stuff, and because they don't have no kids, they didn't have no kids together.
Oh, okay.
So let me tell y'all what inevitably happened in that situation.
What
He
happened?
said, I'm gonna pay the rent. I'm not gonna do that. That's pure.
Also, did his wife agree though?
No, she didn't like it.
So what happened? That could cause problems in marriage.
I'm sure it is causing problems.
So did she lose her job or he just paying the rent?
Well,
Because if he just paying the rent, he only
he's paying the rent. Yeah, that's the second home. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna say he's wrong for that. I mean, to me, whatever works. Obviously, if the wife is not happy about it, it's. I guess if it works, it works. I'm just saying, for me, I don't know if that would necessarily work for me. Now, Deborah Lee says, if you're friends, why not? To me, again, in my situation, and Deborah, you know my situation. So in my family setup, it would work. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all, or somebody will open up their door and let whoever needs to come stay until they get back on their feet. But everybody is not that friendly. Like everybody is not that copacetic.
Right.
So if it's the typical setup where it's not so peaceful and it's not so copacetic, I just don't see that really working well. Especially if we're trying to establish ourselves. Like you're taking money out of my house to pay in another woman's house. I just don't know how well that would sit with me.
You know what? I'm kind of like right in the middle
Yeah.
with that. One, if I know this woman, she's a docile woman, she's a hardworking woman.
Mhm.
She probably was married, the husband died, she got depressed, she got my child, maybe a couple more children, and lost his job, something going on. And I know this woman. I probably would allow that to happen. I would probably help. However, when the one is bragging, like on why did I get married? Oh, she want to bypass me, don't talk to me, and keep it just between her and him.
Mm-mm.
No, we all gotta have a relationship.
No, baby, put on speaker. And y'all private conversation, put on speaker. Like what y'all need to talk in private for? Like if y'all talking about that now, when it comes to y'all child that y'all share, and I think it's also depending on the relationship that the stepmom has with the child. Like
exactly what Debrina said. The rapport between the wife and the wife.
And the child.
Yeah.
Because it's true. Because if they had a good relationship, then she probably won't have a problem with that. But let me tell you something. Sometimes wives can be very, 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 very selfish. Mm-hmm. They don't want nothing. No, their husband to help. No, nothing to nobody. They want them. Not even their children. Mm-hmm. They want all of their time and all of everything to help. And see that goes back to this. Be careful when you marry. Mm-hmm. Make sure that if you have a big heart, if you're a person with a big heart, then marry somebody else with one too. Mm-hmm. Because they're not gonna understand that big heart of yours.
Yeah.
So if so you got to get somebody that when you dating, that's what you figure out. Do we like to go to nursing home? Because I'm gonna see my daddy. I'm gonna see my mama.
Right.
If my mother was to get sick, would you allow her to stay? If do you care about my children like me? Do you love them like me? Mm-hmm. When you just go and you see a pair of shoes, I'm not with you. I didn't even ask you, and these look good for Tootie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to pick the person. Make sure you pick the person that's right for you, because they got some real jealous-hearted women out there
and men
that want every woman in your past to die.
So, but here's my thing. I just feel like, okay, because there's unemployment does exist, so if anything, I don't know if I would actually pay your rent. I may give you a portion, you know what I'm saying? I may give you something to contribute towards your rent, depending on how much your rent is. If it's gonna cause my family to suffer, I may have to give you a portion. I don't know, like it really just depends on
the
relationship, how much it costs, how much will be leaving my household, going into yours. It's a lot of factors to consider, but more than likely, I will probably give you a portion of, if your rent is like $1,000, if your rent like $2,000, I may be able to contribute maybe $500 this month and not be hurting. Yeah, I can't pay your full rent.
Yeah, you don't want your household to go down to try to help other people. So
that's another thing too, because they have some men, and I'm only gonna speak because I'm a woman. I'm gonna speak from the woman aspect. Mm-hmm. They got some men, they want to be the big hero to the people in their family, but charity begins at home. You got to take it at home first. Mm-hmm. So you out there helping everybody in your family, but you want me to take care of you. Why when you give your child $100, you want me to give you 50? Like that's no. You take care of your kids.
Yeah.
You make sure you still take care of this too.
Yeah.
But they got people that would neglect home, trying to be the big dog. And
then let's sit down as like, okay, so let's say if you were, I can, like just like Tiff said, I can only speak from a woman's perspective. So let's say, I'm married to your baby daddy, and then you're the single mom or whatnot. So let's all sit down as mama, dad, stepmama, and child. Well, no, not the child. The child don't need to be included in the conversation. But let's maybe figure out some things. Okay, so we let's figure out how we allocate our expenses. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you normally buy this child some Jordans, they can't get no Jordans this time. You know, it's like if they, or maybe let's minimize some activities that they're involved in. If they're involved in 3 or 4 activities, okay, they can only be involved in 1 or something like that. It's like, let's prioritize expenses, because it's not me telling you how to spend your money, but you asking me for help. You asking me and my husband to give you money out of our household. So now let's figure out something.
So
let me tell you something.
You going to get your hair done, your nails done, when you can't pay your rent.
But let me tell y'all something. As much as we are disturbed about this, but if you are a person with a lot of money, an athlete per se, and you have a child, then get ready. Your husband will be paying rent at the other woman's house.
Well, no, we're gonna have to discuss this. Like, is that
nothing to do about this court?
Well, no. If I don't necessarily have to. To me, if this is already set up before I come into the picture, and if I don't agree with it, I don't have to marry him.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't have to accept those terms if I'm not okay with it.
But you are married to him already, and this happens.
Well, how would it happen if I'm unless we get married and he decides to have a child outside of marriage before I come into the picture? That child is already there.
Or she didn't file child support yet. She got married.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is the guy paying child support?
I don't know.
If child support, I don't care. No, child support, take care of the child. We talking about paying rent.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That big check, you know, they're popular. They send about 10 grand on. That's rent. That's rent, car note, clothes, eyelashes, everything. You know.
Because I mean, a lot of times, but let's be real though. Like a lot of times when they be charging child support, and I'm not trying to say that children aren't worth a certain amount, but what they charge for child support, it don't really cost that much. So we already know all that money ain't necessarily going to the child anyway. It's going to probably a bill or something. And again, I don't really have an issue with that because that child needs to move over their head.
But those are things you would be doing if you stayed there. So it's cheaper to keep her.
Yeah.
But listen, it's about standard of living and what it does to a child's psyche. Now, just what imagine if a child was married to a big time basketball player. In the summertime, he's going to stay with his father. And when he stayed with the father, he got chauffeurs and maids and stuff like that. Then when he come back in the school year to go stay with the mom, just because she didn't, they barely make it. Then the child have the name of the person, so she can tease in school, stuff like that. So the judge see it as this child. We want this child to have the same quality of life here. If it was with you, is away, and so that's the reason why those big chicks get cut off. So you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it, guys.
Yeah, but from a male perspective, it's like it's like a catch-22. Like, you have some men that would do it out of the goodness of their heart, because it's his child. He wouldn't want to see the mother of his child suffering because if the child sees that, it might affect the child a certain way. But then you got these other brothers over there that's paying the rent. These other guys
that's only
paying the rent because they are there wilding out. So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
And, that's why I say no. I'm not trying to be hard and that, but that's why I would like work with the mom to see if I can get my child, not take full custody, but just
until you get your stuff together.
But they got so many people that will be trying to take whole custody. You can't keep. I'm keeping them. I'm going them, and then that problem that problem begins.
That happens.
And they don't want.
No, just until you get on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be that I wouldn't coerce my husband to be like, take full custody. I'd be like, well, no, let's just keep so and so until she gets back on her feet. And whatever she needs, if we can help her. Like I said, I wouldn't necessarily. I don't know if I would want to pay the full rent, but maybe we can give her a portion of what it costs. Because again, if you lost your job, unemployment exists. There's unemployment. There's other government help that's available. So it's just like you shouldn't solely be dependent on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, utilize your resources. Like, if your rent $1,500, you shouldn't be expecting to get the whole $1,500 from me or my husband. So utilize the resources. What if we didn't exist? What if it wasn't a situation to where my husband even existed? What if my husband had died? And what if it wasn't like that? What if you was just really on your own? Like, to me, operate in that space. Like, what if it was just me? Make it happen.
Well, I tell y'all coming to you, asking you, can you help?
Well, I tell you what.
But no,
these
she
are
wouldn't
things you have
because
to think about when you have
It's
children.
just spicy.
When you marry and get involved with people with children already.
yeah,
These are things you have to think about.
yeah,
You know,
it's a lot.
That these people will be in your life forever. In regards to the stepfather, stepmother, it's just a tricky situation. But at the end of the day, it's what's best for the child. It's what's best for the child.
Yeah,
And hopefully everybody make wise decisions. And charity, begins at home. If you take care of your home, I personally don't see nothing wrong with it as long as I know, as long as there's a good communication between me and that woman.
Boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries that she respect me, and I know it's not about me, but it is about me when money coming from my house. That's where I'm.
we would have to agree upon an amount because again, it's just I don't know because again, it's like people fall on hard times, but it's so much assistance out there. It's so many resources, so I don't feel like you should solely depend on another household to carry you. Like I can assist you, but I don't feel like it's my sole or my husband's sole responsibility to pay your rent. I don't mind helping you, but I'm not going to carry you.
I would love to find out what actually happened with this. I know you said he pays the rent, but I want to know what the wife.
He's still married, though.
Yes, he's still married. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we got to dig into it a little.
Yeah.
What y'all think happened, guys? What do y'all think happened to that
I think
couple?
she divorced him.
I think he got slapped.
For all the people that are on my page, my phone died, so y'all can just look on Tiffany's page, Anika page, or Vasham's page.
But yeah, it's just like, but you know what? And I don't mean to like sound harsh or cold, but I just know that a lot of people, or more people than not, are kind of trifling. And it's like you never know, like if that's it. It depends on the mindset of the person. Like, okay, so are you a go-getter? Like, are you just, are you a go-getter or are you a gold digger? So you fell on hard times. What are you doing to better yourself? Like, what are you doing to climb out of that hole that you fell in? Because again, you cannot realistically expect another household to carry you. Like, no, there are so many resources. Again, you got unemployment, you got government assistance. It's so many things that you can do to carry yourself other than depend on me and my husband's household.
What if your husband is wealthy?
Oh yeah.
I'm big on principle, Tiff. I'm big on principle.
Okay.
Like I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I would be selfish and withhold, but I'm big on principle. I'm big on principle, meaning like, so if I want you to act as if we're not wealthy. What would you do?
Yeah.
How would you climb out that hole that you fell in?
Figure it out on your
Figure
own.
it out.
Figure it out.
Like no, like don't depend on us because we're wealthy. And again, we're not gonna let you stay on the cold. But I want to see what you're gonna do before I just dish out my money. Like I'm sorry. I'm not gonna let you.
Y'all ain't get no money out too.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that is not what I'm saying, Anika. But I'm not gonna sit up here and just be like, oh, okay.
Like dishing out.
Yeah,
I'll help you to
no.
a certain extent.
No, we got bills because we got money today, but we may not have money tomorrow. So if I don't have money tomorrow, then who gonna carry me? I'm just saying.
Is she gonna help you out?
Yeah, then you don't want to be an enabler.
Yeah.
That was my biggest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're paying my rent. I'm gonna keep letting you pay it till you stop.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people may have that mentality, and I'm just like, yeah.
What time is it?
Oh, Lakeia said Tiff passionate about that. Yeah, she's very passionate about that thing.
I don't know. Everybody, like I was speaking earlier, I have a unique situation. Most people's family setup is not like mine, where mama, daddy, stepmom, and all they get along and have family dinner. Like last year, I drove my mama to my daddy's side of the family in Louisiana. They love my mama to death. Like everybody do not rock like that. Most people don't rock like my family rock. So let me just say this again. If it was my family have open arms. They have a big heart. They would probably open up their door to you and say, "Hey, come stay with us." But if I was outside of my family, I'm speaking as if I was operating outside of my family. I would give you a certain amount. I'm not gonna pay you full rent because it's so many resources.
I tell you what, if that was to happen and you're a child, you was a child,
Mm-hmm.
and I guarantee you, if that father was in a position to be able to help that mother and didn't, then that child would probably resent that father probably for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so let's define help though. What's help, Tiff? It's help.
You know, we talking about the main topic is money. Would you pay the rent? Mama needed you to pay the rent. You had the money. We was gonna get put out. We was gonna lose this and that. I got put out. I had to change schools. We had to move over here. We had to go stay with them. You know, because a lot of times when a woman is suffering, she's not gonna give it to the parent. She's just gonna suffer with the child. She's gonna take it everywhere with her, and they're gonna go through what they go through. Then she's gonna have resentment to him, and then she's not gonna want the child to be around him. So he's not gonna know what's going on. And then you in houses that could, you know, sometimes, you know, we have to look at the picture like, I don't want my child to go through that. You know, but I understand that, you know, and that it's something going on, but like you know, I have a set time. If it don't hurt me, I may pay your rent for this next 3, 5, 6 months, whatever you want to do. After that, I will not be doing it. You have all this time. And then we're going to write it, we're going to put it in the contract. And then we're going from that. So the child will know, hey, after that, if you still can't gather yourself and get yourself in a better situation, you might consider letting me keep the child.
Yeah.
Temporarily, I'm not taking the child from you, but you know, it's just like, okay, just until you get on your feet. You know what I'm saying? And again, like what Tiff's saying, like I get it, but my thing is, okay, again, let's have an open conversation. That's just like if you go and you apply for a loan or you apply for a grant, they want to know, like they want to take a look at your financial
snapshot.
So it's like, okay, so. And a lot of times I can see a lot of people, not speaking for all people, but a lot of people will be trifling and wouldn't want to have that conversation and wouldn't want to, you know, explain how they pay their bills or explain their financial standpoint. But I'm like, but you want my help. So let me help you better budget your money. Okay, again, so if we all share a child. If you used to buying this child Jordans, they can't get no Jordans. Right. They need to, hey, take them, well, Payless on this no more. Take them to Walmart. Take them. I mean, to me, it's like if you used to if you used to living at a certain standard, okay, we need to kind of modify that to where it can benefit everybody. Like modify how you spend your money. Because again, if you come to me for help, if you ask for a loan, they're gonna do the same thing. So don't be opposed to having that conversation with me and my husband.
If you need my help,
I'm just saying that's not me trying to like bogart my control or nothing. That's a real conversation. Like, no, we talking about money going out of my house, and we all got a child in common. Let's budget here, and maybe we can help you and the child out in the process of budgeting. I'm just saying, not saying I won't help you. Let's have the conversation. Let's see how we can better help you budget, and then I can help you too.
And we're so happy that y'all tune in so that y'all can maybe rectify this. If this is a conversation or something that may be going on in your life and with your children. First of all, let's always consider the child.
That's number one.
Third, you know, second of all, you know, there's communication. Communication is what we all need. Don't try to think and figure out what she thinking, what she did, what she doing. You know, sit down and have a conversation about it, and then rectify it in a safe way to help the child and also your home. Because if you're married, your wife is your first priority.
Yeah, you know, they always say, you know, your family that you created, family is family, but the family that you created comes first. So your household comes first regardless. So if you're taking money out of your household, you got to consider all aspects. I would never, and let me go on record to say, I would never discourage my husband from taking care of his child. But if it comes down to where it's like a monthly thing, or it becomes something to where we got to pay a monthly bill, no, we need to have a conversation. We're going to put a set amount in order, because ain't going to be no, we pay this month and then we pay this much this month and then you want a whole lot more next month. No, we got a set amount.
Come up with a contract.
We got a set amount that we pay you for an extended amount for whatever, 3 to 6 months. It's going to be a plan. Ain't going to be no willy-nilly.
She don't need a raise.
Huh?
She ain't going to get no raise.
It's going to be a willy-nilly. You want to give you a raise? I'm just saying, it's going to be a set amount that comes out of this house that does not affect us.
And for a number of months.
Yeah.
A set number of months.
Yeah, we got to come into an agreement.
Ain't no forever thing.
Ain't no, like my husband ain't just gonna make no decision by himself and just, I'm gonna give her $1,000 this month. Next month I'm gonna give her $2,000. Nope, the hell you not.
No, okay, check this out.
No.
What if you were married and your husband didn't discuss it with you, just told her, okay, yeah, I'll help you, like you said, give $1,000.
We gonna have a problem.
All
without
right.
talking it over with you.
We're gonna have a problem.
Well, I tell you what, my she called me her baby mom. I'm her baby mom because she said if it had not been for me, the things that she wouldn't have gotten, you know. But that's the type of heart I got. Her dad, you know, his dad wasn't always the most, you know, when he would leave and go out of town to work, and he would leave me money, I would take from my money to go over there to make sure that his son, you know, had things that he needed, and I would take it to her. You know, she didn't have a car and things like that, and she was struggling. And if she was on here tonight, she would tell you. She said, "This is my baby mama," because you know she was the one that made it happen for my child.
Mm-hmm.
So for all y'all football players, y'all, Bashan will give y'all the score. What's the score, guys?
Hey, how y'all doing out there, men? It is Kansas City Chiefs is leading 10-0 over New Orleans Saints.
Oh,
It
man.
is second quarter, 12 minutes and about 39 seconds left.
So all y'all Chiefs fans, yay! But I know y'all New Orleans Saints fans are just sick
with it. Who that?
So y'all, hey, we're gonna end this podcast tonight. We hope we just got y'all little nuggets to chew on, and we see y'all on next Monday right here for Epic Everyday People Every Conversation. Goodbye.
Love y'all. Good night.
Bye.